My bag always has two main things. It's like my knee pads and my laptop.
I love that. That's a good comment.
Because I need my knee pads to break.
Yeah.
And then, just...
That sounds so generic, man. This is the problem, man. We cannot let people try to infiltrate our culture. Sound the alarm. Sound the alarm, man. People are trying to infiltrate the culture. People are trying to infiltrate the culture.
It is such an honor and a privilege to be, one of 16 women from around the world competing in breaking's debut at the Olympics.
They're trying to infiltrate our culture. They are trying to infiltrate. They are infiltrating.
It was possible.
They are infiltrating our culture. If you can't see it, I don't know what to tell you, man.
Yo, what's up? This is Crazy Next Rock Steady Crew. You check out beatGrade. Keep logging in, keep checking them out, keep watching the videos, keep looking for the knowledge. Peace.
Rachel Gunn, aka Raygun, has a PhD in dance culture, lectures at Macquarie University, and has been breakdancing for 12 years.
I just never thought that I would be going to the Olympics.
Yo, man, shout out Crazy Legs. Thank you for that drop, man. I really appreciate it. As y'all can see, man, we really be out here. We be doing this, man. Crazy Legs, if not one of the most best known, greatest breakdancers of all time from Rocksteady Crew. Thank you, Crazy Legs. Thank you, Rocksteady. Thank you. On behalf of the B-Boy Committee, you cannot deny that we really be out here doing this. But I got to ask y'all, we saw the Olympics, right? And the breakdancing culture has made its debut. It's made its debut onto the stage of the Olympics. How did this woman, what's her name? Rachel Gunn. I think she goes by the name Raygun. I checked her out, did a little bit of research.
My bag always has two main things. It's like my knee pads and my laptop.
I love that.
How did she make it to the Olympics? I know that's what all of us are asking. Yo, she's got this interesting post. Like I said, I had to go back and do the research. I was like, who is this girl and where is she from? How did she get into the Olympics? And we're going to get into the video that Crazy Legs did, because I was actually saying to myself, am I reaching? But then after I did my research, I was like, no. And then after I heard Crazy Legs had to speak out about it, I was like, nah, man, this is actually very important, especially for hip hop culture. She said, don't be afraid to be different. Go out there and represent yourself. Like, who cares what they say? That's great that you have that self-confidence, but sometimes you have to understand that maybe you may need to work a little bit harder. We've all seen the breakdancing moves, right? But just in case for those of us that might have missed it, let me go back. I don't know if that's the music that was used, but
protect hip hop culture with that statement. I don't know the girl, don't know who she is, never heard of her. I think on her part, she could have said, hey, you know what, this is out of my league, I shouldn't be on this platform. Or maybe Australia as a country should have said, hey, girl, fall back on this one because you're not ready yet.
I want to say right there, man, that's exactly what I'm saying. Protect hip hop culture. And if you notice, when Crazy Legs shouted us out, he said, yo, I hope you tuning in and getting the knowledge. That's what I'm saying, man. That's what we all about, is the knowledge here. And this is about hip hop culture. Like, yo, man, I heard some people saying that back in the days when people used to break dance, they used to say, hey, yo, look at them little, N-words, Negroes, whatever you want to call it, dancing in the street, breaking on the floor. That's why they would call it breakdancing and stuff like that. Like, what you doing, man? From what I heard, some people say. I'm sure we can all agree, though, that when people was breakdancing in the streets, because I've been there and seen that, that the police would show up and be like, hey, you can't do that here. Y'all can't do that here. So now, because of hip hop culture that started in Black American communities, predominantly New York City, but where the breaking came from, that's a whole nother discussion. Has this breaker from Australia, has she watched these movies, these classics, you know, B Street? And just for context, let's go back and play some of this, man, you know? Wow, that's pretty cringe, man. And that knee kick too. That backspin was pretty dope though. I will give her props on the backspin. Like those of us that know break, man. Oh, this right here. Oh man. Oh, let me rewind it. That right there, that part right there. This was just terrible. This was just, even the dancer, even his face right here, if you look back at him, he's just looking like, what are you doing? Are you serious? That's what you're trying to do? Yeah, what is this move right here? What is this move? Is this like the kangaroo move right here? Because she is from Australia, no pun intended, but seriously, what is this move right here? I had to hear, like I said, I had to go back and do some research on her and see what's up with this chick.
I feel like my bag always has like my bag always has two main things. It's like my knee pads and my laptop.
I love it.
Yeah. I'm telling y'all, man, there's something going on with hip hop culture that we got to watch out for, man. The infiltrators, like, they talk trash about it. They don't like it. And then all of a sudden, when it's just undeniable and it takes over the world, all of a sudden now we got everybody that just wants to be part of hip hop culture. Like I said, I mean, we'll just go through it real quick. Like there's something on Reddit that I said that she's a 36-year-old. I don't know if this is true, allegedly. She received 0 points, though. I think everybody agreed to that. She has received 0 points from the Olympics, thankfully, from the judges. But who were the judges? Like, I agree. Crazy Legs should have been one of the judges. He should have been. But if this is true, this is very interesting that she is a full-time PhD lecturer in cultural studies. Oh, you study cultures. You know, I've always heard that phrase in college, but now to see the people that go out there and demonstrate it or believe that they're demonstrating it, you believe that you know about cultural studies. This does seem like a sketch, like a comedy sketch. They're going to definitely clown this, man. This is, and on top of this is that it's the debut of the breakdancing feature in the Olympics, which makes this even more unique. Crazy Legs should have been one of the judges. I mean, maybe she got some dope poses right there. I mean, she looks like she knows what she's doing. If you just look at the pictures, I don't know about that one. Oh, guess what? Adele is obsessed with Aussie B-girl Raygun's Olympic routine. She said it's the best thing that she thinks has happened to the Olympics. I disagree. I think it's actually one of the worst things as far as hip-hop culture goes. Let's not forget.
I feel like my bag always has like my bag always has two main things. It's like my knee pads and my laptop.
I love that. That's a good comment.
Because I need my knee pads to break.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, just...
That sounds so generic, man. This is the problem, man. We cannot let people try to infiltrate our culture. Sound the alarm. Sound the alarm, man. People are trying to infiltrate the culture. People are trying to infiltrate the culture.
It is such an honor and a privilege to be, one of 16 women from around the world competing in breaking's debut at the Olympics.
They're trying to infiltrate our culture. They are trying to infiltrate. They are infiltrating.
It was possible.
They are infiltrating our culture. If you can't see it, I don't know what to tell you, man. I don't know what to tell you. It doesn't matter what part of the world that it's happening in. It's all about consciousness, man, and culture. Yo, this is what I have to tell some people sometimes, man. Some people try to argue with me or debate me, shall I say, is a better word, right? But try to debate me on theories of saying like, oh, well, this is what it is and that's what it is. But it's like sometimes it's not always about what the rules or what's on paper or what it says. Sometimes it's more about what is the culture saying. And if the culture is saying that you're whack, then you're whack.
In the world by storm after her colourful and imaginative performance at the Paris Olympics on the weekend. So how on earth did we get here?
36-year-old Rachel Gunn, aka Raygun, has a PhD in dance culture, lectures at Macquarie University, and has been breakdancing for 12 years.
I just never thought that I would be going to the Olympics.
Wow, well, she is an attractive woman. Did that help?
Championship last year, the underdog knew she had to get creative.
Do you have like a secret weapon move?
But a few things I'm working on. Very cringy.
Yeah, everybody knows, man, this was horrible. And for Adele to go out there and say that is, I mean, she's not a hip hop artist anyways, and she's not from the US, right? So I don't expect her to really know what's popping anyways. It's I like Adele and all that. Don't get me wrong, but that was kind of a dumb statement for her to say. This is not part of the culture, and you should know that. Oh, yeah, this is probably one of the more original videos. It's interesting that the Olympics also started taking some of these videos down. Yo, this image right here says it all. Are these the judges? You got the one dude right here with the Kango hat on, and they allowed this to happen? Well, we see right here. I could just tell right here, not to be stereotypical, but I could just tell right here by looking at this picture that none of these judges know what's up with hip hop. Maybe the one with the Kango hat on. Maybe. Not the white girl with the Kango hat, but I don't know. I can't tell his nationality from back here. But homeboy with the Kango hat, he might know what's up with hip hop, but the rest of them, I could tell that they don't know. I could tell.
Said, hey, you know what? This is out of my league. I shouldn't be on this platform. Or maybe Australia as a country should have said, hey, girl, fall back on this one because you're not ready yet. And that's legit, and that's okay. Maybe in her mind, she's better than what she thinks, and that's something for her to work out on her own. Do I think she deserves the amount of criticism that she's getting? Nah. I don't agree with anyone dragging.
Did you see her Instagram? No. You deserve it. You deserve it. No. She needs to know. Like, she needs to know, like, hey, you can't come up in here with that whackness. You cannot come up here with this whackness and disrespect our culture, especially the fact that you're not even from our culture. And we know that so many other cultures would have a problem with this, with somebody else imitating their culture. But for hip hop, we just say, oh, well, it's hip hop. It's just rap, rap music. This is part of black culture, yo. This is part of black culture. And it's being kind of disrespected in our faces. We don't even need to talk about all the other stuff that was going on in the Olympics that everybody was talking about and everybody was complaining about. We don't even need to talk about the opening ceremony. We could just talk about some of this that's going on. And let me say this, man. Isn't it interesting that the Olympics has started taking all of these videos down? they started taking so many videos down, man. No, some people need to be criticized. And I'm also thinking that as I do some research, it's almost like I don't even want to go and do that much research. Thankfully, she scored 0. And maybe that should be a reality check somewhat for her. I don't know. After checking her Instagram page, I doubt it. But I will say this, though. That, man, we got to look at hip-hop culture. And we got to say, hey, who's really going to stand behind this?